Hi, I'm S.M. Cornthwaite, author of the Hollow Scream series of books, and I'm here to talk to you today about my experience with AuthorHouse Publishing. So a year ago, I published my first book, Jack the Ripper, The Man Behind the Blade. It's a true crime story. Well, it's not really a story, just more my hypothesis of who I believe Jack the Ripper actually was. With a lot of supporting evidence. People in the UK didn't really care for it too much because of the suspect I presented. But I digress. I went through AuthorHouse to publish this. I got the essential package, which was around $3,000. First, they say that with the essential package, you get 100 bookmarks, 100 postcards, 100 business cards as marketing material. So first, I wanted to show you the business cards. Business cards are pretty nice. It's basically the cover of your book. Then on the back, you've got the title of the book along with your author name and the ISBNs of the book. The hardcover, the paperback, and the ebook ISBNs, with an available now from AuthorHouse logo and website down at the bottom. These aren't bad. I like how these turned out. Next, we have the postcards. Just slide one out of the rubber band here, which again, it's the cover of your book with a black border. And then the back, which is the description of your book, along with all the other information that was on the business cards. These, I feel, could have been better. I'm not a fan of the black border. I also feel like they should have put the book description vertically rather than sideways. So yeah, I didn't really care for that. And then the bookmarks, very, very generic looking. You have the cover of your book here. You got the borders, two sets of borders really. And then you have the description of the book on the back. I really think they could have done a little bit better with the design process for these bookmarks. If I were designing them, I would have maybe zoomed in a little bit more on the book and maybe moved it up to the top of the bookmark with the description at the bottom, and then left the back maybe blank, or just did a something else on the back, maybe the author information, the author bio with my picture or whatever. I think that would have been a little bit nicer. These look very generic. Now, included in the $3,000 for the publishing, which I think, had I known this at the time, I wouldn't have gone with AuthorHouse at all. But they say you get a marketing consultant. The marketing consultant, you get one free marketing session of advice, which they basically tell you to do is start up social media accounts and promote your book that way. That's all they do. And then after that, they want you to pay to continue getting advice from them, which I think is a total scam. Also, one thing I've found since publishing with AuthorHouse, within a week of publishing with them, I began getting phone calls like crazy from marketing consultants, from representatives, all these different scams. AuthorHouse basically sells your information to these people, and they try to get you to sign with them so that they can represent you, but you have to pay them in advance. No quality agent will make you pay in advance, from what I've learned through Jenna Moreci's YouTube channel and several others, book agents typically make a percentage of what they earn for you. So if you don't make money, they're not making money. And to this day, I still get calls about that after I've told several of them to take me off their list, that I wasn't interested. AuthorHouse is just a huge scam, okay? Something else I found interesting was I was getting calls from somebody who wanted to turn my book into a movie. Does this look like the type of book that deserves a movie to you? This isn't a fiction book, okay? It's true crime. It's a presentation of a hypothesis, of a theory. You know, there's no real, I could see maybe inspiring something, maybe a documentary or something. To say that they want to turn your book into a movie is ridiculous. And they called me, the first time they called, they said they loved my book, they wanted to turn it into a movie, blah, 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 blah. First thing I asked them was, how can you turn this into a movie? And they were kind of hesitant on that. They started telling me how great the story was and how they saw a motion picture in the works for it and all this other stuff. I told them, well, you obviously haven't read my book, because if you had, you'd know this isn't a story. It's a theory. You know, it's over 20 years of my own research put into book form. You obviously haven't read the book. Otherwise, you would know this. I would not recommend them one bit. If you're going to publish for the first time, I would suggest going with KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. That's where I publish my Hollow Screams books, which I'll probably do another video on soon. I just wanted to get this one out here while I was thinking about it. Okay, so here we have the essential package, which is what I got. $2,199. After taxes and other fees, it comes out to around $3,000. Our essential package combines all the great elements of the starter package and has one important feature: hardcover publishing. Also included are additional paperback copies, 10 in total, promotional materials, bookmarks, business cards, and postcards, and a 12-month membership in our booksellers return program. I was wrong. I did have to order the 10 hardbacks. You get one free hardback cover, and then you have to order any extras after that. But here, the features for this publishing package are digital formatting and distribution in ebook form. Through KDP, you get that for free. Most publishing companies will include that. You get paperback publishing. You get hardcover publishing, which here in a little bit, I will show you how my books turned out. They weren't bad. Cover and interior customization, up to 25 image insertions, electronic proofs of your book, interior revisions, one block of 50, one-on-one author support. The thing about the one-on-one author support, anytime you call AuthorHouse or they call you, they are constantly trying to sell you more. They want you to buy more with them, more marketing materials, more books, more higher package. They are constantly trying to con you out of more money, stuff that you don't need. AuthorHouse bookstore availability, that's included no matter what. Honestly, nobody really buys through AuthorHouse anyway. They go to Amazon, they go to other major companies. No one really ever goes through AuthorHouse. You can get them through some of the major distributors, which this part is included. Online distribution through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other book retailers. That was a plus. That is something you don't really get with KDP, which I wish you did, but I understand they're an Amazon company. They want to keep their sales in-house. But I can't tell you how many times I've been in a physical bookstore and I've come across a book that looks interesting, haven't heard anything about the author or anything like that, picked it up, bought it, loved it. That's how I got into Darcy Coates' books, Lisa Stone's books, stuff like that. So I think their KDP is doing a disservice by not offering in-store distribution to authors. I believe they do over internationally, but not in the States. That is one plus from AuthorHouse. I've looked at my sales, and there have been some bulk orders through retailers, so that's good. ISBN assignment, you can get an ISBN for free from KDP. The registration is U.S. copyright. As someone who's copywritten 2 books so far, on top of my Jack the Ripper book, the cost of a U.S. copyright is $48. That's it. $48. Library of Congress control number, you don't really need that. If you want your book to be in the Library of Congress, fine, but it's not necessary. Included, you get 10 paperback copies. Marketing, Amazon Look Inside. You get that anyway with KDP. Google Preview, Barnes & Noble Read Instantly. Social Media Setup Guide, which is just common sense stuff. It tells you to start up a Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram and all that other stuff. Title listing on BookMad. I don't know anything about BookMad. I don't know anyone who uses BookMad, so it is what it is. 100 promotional materials, bookmarks, business cards, and postcards. We already went over that. 12-month bookseller return program. This is an incentive for stores. It's an incentive for physical bookstores to carry your product in store. They can order it, and then they have 12 months. If the book doesn't sell, they can return it, get a full refund. I don't know anyone who's any stores who've actually used that with my book, so I don't know. But there's that. And now let me show you the dashboard. Okay. This is what you'll see if you decide to set up an account with AuthorHouse. And you'll want, here's your order dashboard. That's only for when you order books. Here's the sales and royalty. That's what I use most of the time. Sales activity. Okay, website sales, author volume order. So yeah, you pay $200 for an order of 10 books of the hardcover, which they could, for the price you're paying for the essential package, they could throw that include it, and not be out any money. Because I didn't use the marketing consultation. I didn't use any of that extra stuff. They could have easily thrown that in at no extra charge. But as you can see here, people have ordered through Amazon UK, Lightning Source UK, Amazon.com. Whenever I asked about audiobook, they do not let you record your own audiobook. They handle it all in-house, apparently, and it costs a fortune. It costs, I think they said it was going to cost $1,000 per finished hour, which is absolutely ridiculous. I went on to ACX, which is an Amazon company. They handle the audiobook packages for Audible, and I was able to get the Jack the Ripper book into audiobook form for, I want to say, about $300. I'm not sure where they're getting the whole $1,000 per finished hour thing. That's just completely ridiculous. It's a complete ripoff. When I did that, I developed a great friendship with my narrator. He's actually a co-host for one of my other YouTube channels, Psychology of the Unknown, where we talk about serial killers and stuff like that. And he narrated one of my Hollow Screams books. If you're going to go through AuthorHouse, if you're thinking about going through AuthorHouse, I would not recommend it one bit. There's scam. I still get calls today about wanting to make my book into a movie, or wanting me to sign with some agency or whatever to promote my book and all this. And it's ridiculous. I keep telling people, there was one time my sales rep from AuthorHouse called me every single day wanting me to buy more stuff, more packages and stuff. I finally told him to leave me alone, take me off his list. I wasn't going to do business with AuthorHouse any longer. The only time I will do business with AuthorHouse is when I need to order more bulk books for book signings, author showcases, stuff like that. Otherwise, I am done with AuthorHouse. I will not publish through them ever again. I do not recommend anybody else publishing through them. It's a huge scam. You can do a lot better. Now, let me go over the physical copies of the books with you. All right, so here are the 2 copies of my book. You have the paperback and the hardcover here. I'm more of a paperback guy other than leather-bound books. I very rarely read hardcover unless I don't really have a choice. So basically, I just use this one as a display, stand it up on my bookcase or on my buffet table, like I had when I was talking to the camera. But they're both really nice. I've gotten a lot of compliments on the cover. I designed this cover myself. Now, if you notice on the hardcover, Jack looks a little bit wider. I think they might have stretched this a little bit, but still, it's not bad. Now, they want you to have them design the cover or whatever, and that's extra money. So I designed it myself. And I really liked it. I like how it turned out. I love the blood spatter I've got on there. There's the back cover. So yeah, there's not much difference between the looks. They print it. There's no sleeve for this. They print it right onto the cover and then glue the cover to the board. There's no dust jacket or anything like that. Inside, I could have probably maybe brought the margin over a little bit. Everywhere online tells you to do the margin, inside margin at 1 inch. I honestly think 1 inch is a little bit too much. So, and I've done that with my first 3 books. I think it might be a little bit better, maybe go over a little bit. I think I could probably get away with a 0.6 margin, which would be probably about right there. But overall, it's not bad. I will say the top margin is a little high for my liking. They take it right up to the top, and I don't know, it looks a little weird. They could have brought it down quite a bit, but that's how they told me to do it, how they told me to set it up. But yeah, they really could have improved upon that quite a bit. Then the paperback. Trying not to break the spine on this because it's going to be for an author showcase. Same here. You know, they really could have had more of a space between the header, the running header, and the first sentence, first line. Brought the number down a little bit lower. Yeah. So you could definitely do a lot better than AuthorHouse. I do not recommend them for anybody because it's all really just a scam. I mean, the only thing they do nicely are the covers. Other than that, you know, everything else is a scam. They want more money, and they will call you and hound you constantly in order to get you to spend more money with them. And then they'll sell your information to other scammers who want to get even more money out of you. So whatever you do, do not go with AuthorHouse if you're looking to publish a book. You can do a lot better. You know, go with KDP. Go with any number of others. It really is not worth it. I have yet to make my money back from the original publication. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I've been SM Cornthwaite, the author of Hollow Scream series. Take care.